One, we live. Oh yes, Paid the Cost podcast with your boy Teflon. What's going on with you, God? Peace to the God.
Peace to the guys, man. How you feel, baby?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You know, man.
Man, that's a
Not.
good feeling.
You know, I'm just trying to stay out the way. You know what I mean? And give a little information. You know what I mean?
Hey, you ain't gotta try. You gonna stay out the way naturally. It's in your nature.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's in our nature. We guys. You hear me? We know how to do that.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So yeah. So how's the petition signing going?
Man, right now it's in slow motion, but I expected that anyway because that's the way everything move. You gotta walk before you run. You gotta crawl before you walk.
Right, no
So,
doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And you know what? We willing to do that, and it's all good. It's all good.
yes, sir. Patience is virtue.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Um, as far as what is your direction with this?
Uh, you know, in reality, we all are bounded by laws. Laws is the nature of the land.
Right,
But a lot of our land laws is being twisted with, what I'm saying? So a lot of us, man, we get mistreated by laws, when the laws is supposed to actually be here to help us, to bring peace to us,
right,
Laws is actually supposed to be good for us, but they get misused to us, especially with certain people with a certain amount of money. It used to be a race thing, but now it's more of a money thing. So my goal is with this petition here is to basically bring awareness to that, and especially here in Kalamazoo, man, and actually change that if we can, man. If we can all get our equal share of equality of life. You feel me?
right, no doubt. But you also know that that whole segment of this whole thing with that's called the police is it was strategized as far as to be something that was against us anyway. You know what I mean? So to to fix the problem is something that couldn't happen. You know what I mean? But I would say what could happen is to educate them on the problem. You know what I mean? Because
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. You know what I mean? Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying?
No. I feel what you're saying all day. Cause see, that's the thing. Without knowledge, no matter what, what I'm saying, it's gonna keep happening. And without knowledge of the law, it's gonna keep happening to us. So that's the whole key thing. That is really, don't get me wrong. The petition is a movement, but the biggest movement we need is for our community to really start picking up some books, man, and
No
start
doubt.
really getting into what's happening around here. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Uh,
right. That's right.
you can tell somebody a lot of shit, man, but till they see it on their own and really get to understanding it, it's gonna really keep happening.
Right. 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 So you
So,
feel my bad.
no, you good? Go ahead, brother.
No, it's your floor. It's your floor. This all about you.
No, my main issue here, like I said, it's all about you know in our community, and when I say my community, man, true enough, my community might be filled with more melanated skin, more black people, but it's also white people in my community going through the same thing I'm going through. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No
Um,
doubt.
when it comes to these laws, man, it's really no color.
Okay.
So that's another thing we got to push out and get people to understand. It's this, these they push these bogus laws and do what they do for the money, man. It ain't really, what I'm saying? It just happened to happen more in our neighborhood because we let, I hate to say it, but we the ones that study the less. We the ones that we don't pick up books. So they know they can do it to us the most. They get away with it.
So in other words, your petition, you organize your petition signing, I mean, not just specifically for black folk. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
you
sir,
just
not at all.
okay, okay. So
No,
it's
sir.
go ahead. Go ahead, King.
Oh yeah, I was just saying, God, no, it's far from just black people, man. This is for basically anybody that's getting harassed and getting mistreated by the law, man. And it's mainly happening to people with financial problems, people that can't afford lawyers, the people who live in day-to-day check. People just trying to just trying to live and survive, and that come in all colors and race, bro.
Right, right. So I mean, as we look on the north side, we see white folk, you know what I mean, walking through here, you know what I mean, that actually get mistreated differently, you know what I mean, you know, get treated like us because they part of us when they put you in the segment and the category as black folk, you know what I'm saying? Because you know you're the go back to what you were saying, you're the have-nots, you're the po folk, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't a black or a white thing, it's a po folk thing.
No, it's far from a black and white thing, bro. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? When you caught it in that red flag and you mess with them blue lines, it's dangerous, bro. When you caught up in it, hey, they coming, man. And like I said, it's far from color, man. It's more about money. They're in certain neighborhoods harassing all colors and races in that neighborhood. It don't matter if you black, white, Chinese, Mexican. If you in that neighborhood that they consider a drug zone, especially, you're getting harassed. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you what is a drug zone?
Um, it's crazy you asked that question. If you ask me, a drug zone is the world. The whole world is a drug zone, if you ask me.
Okay, now
But
why is that? Why would you consider the whole? Why would you consider that?
because there's really nowhere you can go in this world without running into drugs, man. They make it seem like certain communities. They say it's a high risk area of drugs, but it's only a high risk area of drugs because you in this area making it a high risk area of drugs. You go to certain white communities, they got more drugs than us, man. In our community, we actually got more users than sellers around here. You know what I'm saying?
Can I
So
ask you?
if anything, you should be taking help to the users around here instead of claiming it's a drug zone.
No
But
doubt.
they're labeled a drug zone because with that label alone, they can pull you over, harass you, stop you walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? With a no bullet, for instance, excuse my language, we just had a no stopping and standing signs in front of our houses in our neighborhoods. They was using that as a drug zone to take I don't know how many people to jail, man, for the 1 to 20 law back in the '90s. So
Okay,
it's
I
just,
remember that too. I was part of that.
you feel me? So it's just a chess move. You ask me.
Okay, now when we were speaking about just like that's crazy that you said that. Is there anywhere in Portage or Parchment that's considered a drug zone, or there's no standard of stopping places?
Uh, you know, I don't know one area or one zone. But if you actually start looking into it and doing your studies, you'll see they've been having just as many drug zones, drug busters as us, and getting caught. And some of the places out there been getting caught with more material than people in our neighborhood. You feel me?
So would you figure that that's a target attack then? Because if I mean because just like you said, and I know this myself also, you know what I mean. Us as blacks, I mean, we can't move differently. You know what I mean? And talking about we're going to pick up no dope or anywhere. You know what I mean? White folk can move, up under the radar because they got white privilege.
I
You know what I'm
will
saying?
say that, bro. And in reality, like I said, it's not a color thing, but we can't look over the truth. It's
Right.
always gonna be a color thing at the end of the day because they use our race to capitalize off of. We all know that.
Oh yeah,
You know,
we the excuse for everything.
oh yeah, everything. We the excuse for everything, and also the leaders of everything. And that's
Oh yeah.
crazy. I don't know how but each his own, I guess.
I mean, no, you know what you know why? Because that's kind of like the the Willie Lynch syndrome. They want to try to manipulate your mind and make you feel something different. You know what I mean? Than you are. You know what I mean? Because the way we move as leaders, we move as kings, we move as generals like that. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, because
Yes, sir.
uh, and when you look at the little white boys, you know what I mean, and who do they dress like? Who do they walk like? Who do they talk like? Who music do they look? Who do the music do they listen to? So if we wasn't superior, you know what I mean? We just naturally how can I say this? Chameleonize ourselves to people as far as white folks. You know what I mean? They from the
Yeah,
beginning of time. You know what I mean? That's why when they
yeah.
went over, as far as I'm concerned, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Just in my
I
opinion.
will tell you this.
You say
You
what,
are
God?
my father will tell you you are right. You are right. The thing is, we humble, man, and we all and that's our bloodline, bro. You know, and believe it or not, we more humble than what we think. You know, we run around, we play the hard role, and we play the tough role out here. You know, the street niggas. But at the end of the day, I promise you, man, the average black man is the best father you can run across.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I
You
agree.
know, we humble it. We humble as hell at the end of the day, bro. But the thing is, we need to embrace that. If we embrace that and really spread that to our community, a lot of the bullshit will fade away, bro. A lot of drug selling, you know what I'm saying? A lot of senseless murders, all that, a lot of that shit will fade away if we really just start embracing what our parents, you know what I'm saying, especially people our age in our 40s and 50s, you know, our parents
No
gave us
doubt.
them jewels, man.
Come on now, come on now, come
They
on
gave
now.
us them jewels, man. A lot of us forgot
Now,
about it, bro. We just gave
come
them
on now.
jewels, man.
And
Yeah,
also, I'm glad that peace to the God. My bad. Go ahead, give it to me.
oh, you good, dog? I had to plug this phone up. No, I said we
And
was giving them jewels.
hmm
Go ahead, okay. I ain't stopping you, fam. Trust me, I ain't cutting you off. Go ahead, speak, God.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Oh no, shit, you straight, baby. I was just saying they gave us some jewels, man. You know, we had true morals. We had true
Right.
respect. You know, I don't give a fuck how tough a nigga was back in the day, man. You see an old head, bro, you watch your language. If you didn't watch your language, somebody in your crew gonna tell you to watch your language, man.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. We the last of a dying breed, man. You know what I'm saying? We the last of a dying breed. Because you know, um, like you said, we had generals that was able to put us in position. You know what I mean to win. We got people like your pops. You know what I mean. Your pops is the
Yeah,
type of I mean, he'll sit you down, and he taught me a lot of things. You know what I mean? He set me down and spoke to me and seen how seeing me trying to gather information. And he teach me. And
yes,
those are the ones that I'm. Can you still hear me?
yes, sir, I hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, because my thing cut off in here. Those are the generals, you know what I mean, that we come from. You know what I mean? That their teaching just don't stop at theirs. You know what I mean? Because it's not all
No,
about just mine, you know what I mean? This a community thing. So I need to, you know what I mean, me as the general, you know what I mean, speaking of your pops, you know what I mean, me as a general need to be able to, spread this to you, you know what I mean, you guys is able to pick it up and you know what I mean, and put down to your generation that I need y'all to do. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of uh like Pharaoh. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you gotta how can I say this? To give information, you got to be able to receive it, understand it, and then help me out, God, help me out a little bit.
man, check this out, guys. It's like this, guy. Man, sharper man, like steel, sharper steel, fam.
No
Without
doubt.
knowledge, wisdom, understanding, it can't be no community. You know, the
Okay.
knowledge is a spark of everything. You know what I'm saying? And our elders, they spreading out that knowledge, man. They giving us that wisdom, bro. We gotta spread that through our community for that understanding to keep growing. If it don't, it's gonna fade away. All them real morals, all them real understandings. You know, we take our elders' history and we put it with our history. You know, his story, and we gotta really blend them together to define what life is really about nowadays. You know what I'm saying? For instance, our parents would tell us the history of what they went through, and we know what we going through, and we gotta put
Right.
them together, man. We gotta come up with that solution, man. And the solution is law. The solution is law. I'm gonna say that again, man. Law. If you don't understand land law, if you don't understand consumers law, if you don't understand state law, bro, they gonna continue to bump your head against the wall. You feel me? And back to that petition, until we all do get to understand this law and get to understanding what to really do to defend yourself. Me, I done swore an oath to me and my community to do whatever I can to help my community out, so we can quit getting attacked by officers that use these laws for their benefits, use these laws to harass you just because they feel like they can, not because
Right.
they are abiding by the right laws, not because they're doing what they're supposed to do to uphold our peace, to be our peacekeepers. See, at the end of the day, man, we all go to work. We pay our taxes. We want to go home. We want to sleep, rest good. We don't want
For
no
sure.
shooting all through our neighborhood. We don't want no drugs all in our neighborhood. Yeah, that's real. That's true. Any real guy will say that. If you don't say that, that's your choice. And I would say this: do we need the police? Yes, we do.
True
Do we
story.
need
True
the
story.
ones that's gonna do their job? Yes, we do.
Yes,
Do we
sir.
need
True
the ones
story.
who's gonna be assholes? That's gonna take the law and twist it just to fuck with a motherfucker? Hell no, we don't need them. Excuse my language, but no. Get
Them the
them out
ones.
the way.
Them the ones we're against. You know what I mean? And don't
Them the
excuse
ones we against, bro.
and don't excuse your
Bro,
language.
hey, thank you, fam. But that's what this all petition about. This petition about those group of one, those group that feel like they can do the law, take the law and do what they want to do it. And I hate to say it, the minority number of police officers feel like they can do that for some reason. I don't know. You run across some good officers, because I know some out there. I know
Yes,
a nice little amount of them. I'm a Kalamazoo
yes, sir.
pedestrian.
I
Yes,
agree.
sir. But then you run across the ones, man, for some reason, man. I don't know. They just feel like, look, I had an officer tell me this, bro. He said, I don't care what the judge said. He said, I don't care what the judge said. You got to admit you guilty to me. You admit you guilty to me, then I'll sell you a gun. I'll let you buy a gun, basically. You hear that?
He said, "What now?"
He told me he didn't care what the judge said. I beat the C. They try to give me a CCW with my own gun, bro. I beat the case. Case
Uh huh.
got dismissed, thrown out with prejudice. Got thrown out with prejudice. The judge said I'll be able to purchase a gun again. When I put in to purchase a gun, the inspector over the purchase there, he called me and he told me that basically asked me how my gun case go. Told him I beat the case. Got dismissed with prejudice. This was his reply. Well, what the judge have to say? How the trial go? I told him it wasn't no trial. Got dismissed at the preliminary. All right, man. From that point on, boy, did I'm talking about got mad? He got mad, bro. Emotions changed everything. He said he didn't care what the judge said. I said, excuse me? He said, I don't care what the judge said. You gotta admit that you guilty to me. He said, you admit you guilty to me, then I will let you purchase a gun again.
No, who
See?
was this? No,
Now
who was
see,
this that said that?
well, this officer, I ain't gonna even put his name out there like that, because I'm gonna tell you why.
No, no,
Because
no. I'm saying, no. What I was saying is, so
huh?
what you said? No, what I was saying was there was an officer that you said that said that. You know, we ain't got to speak his name.
Yes, sir. An officer told me that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. An officer told me that after I went to court and beat the case.
So you don't. He don't care
Now,
what the judge says.
yeah, he don't care what the judge said. He said, I gotta admit I'm guilty to him, and then he'll let me buy a gun again. He'll let me purchase a gun. Rephrase my English. He'll let me purchase a gun again. Now
He has.
that's what I'm against.
He has no. He has. He has no. He can't tell you if you can and you can't purchase a gun or not.
That's what I'm against. That's what this petition is about. And let me tell you something else. It's a petition about. Michigan law is when you transport the gun in your own name, a firearm in your name, unlawfully transporting it. It is a misdemeanor with $100 fine. That's the that's the scope. That's the scope right there of Michigan law with transporting a firearm in your name. I know to be exact, 5 brothers, and we was all charged with a CCW,
Mm-hmm.
which with moving the fire, with unlawfully transporting the firearm in our name. You see the difference? That's what
Right. Right.
happened with us.
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah. See, we don't just give, even though a misdemeanor will be $100 fine with an 8 year, you still won't be able to purchase a firearm or nothing like that for 8 years. So you still lose your right to carry a firearm and everything. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But it's a misdemeanor, so you only got $100 fine. You still at home with your kids and your family.
Right. Right.
But when
Right.
you
Right.
speak to CCW, now you're talking jail time. Now you're talking prison time for maybe some people.
Right. 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 This is a gun that's registered to you in your name, correct?
Peace to the gods. But that's the difference between us and when it comes to white people in their neighborhood. And don't get me wrong, like I said, it's always gonna be a race thing, but at the end of the day, it's a money thing.
Right. Always,
Yeah,
always, always.
yeah. It's more, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's more of a money thing, but it's always gonna be a race thing, man, because they gotta point their finger at somebody. And I hate to say
Right.
it, my brothers and sisters, man, we make ourselves targets at the end of the day too, because we
Mm-hmm.
know they pointing fingers, and instead of us getting out the way, we'll stand our ass right in front of the finger, man.
Real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk. That's because we're not informed.
Yes, sir. We
So
gotta chase this knowledge, man.
so how many signatures on the petition you have so far?
I'm knocking at the 100 door right now.
So how many do you need?
I'm reaching for 300 or more, man. But like I said, I'm taking my time with it too, man, because at the same time, I also want to educate people while they signing it. You know, that's why the digital petition is okay, but I'd rather get them signatures in person, man, because you know this Kalamazoo, man. I've been here all my life, bro. So most of the
Mhm.
people I know, I rather talk to people and let them know exactly, man. This is real, man. These laws is real, man. And we all can get out here and study them, man. We all can study them, and just to educate yourself, bro. Uh, to be a lawyer, you do not have to go to school.
No, you don't. No,
Don't
you
listen
don't.
to the lies, bro. To be an attorney, you got to go to school. See,
Mhm.
to be an attorney, to be part of the bar, you got to go to school. But just to be a lawyer to govern yourself, man, you ain't got to go to school for that, bro.
Oh
So
yeah,
don't,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
don't let them lie to y'all. Don't be scared. Pick up a book, bro.
So what would you feel is one of the major laws that you need? You feel that the community needs to be informed about?
I think everybody should start off with the Constitution, man.
Mhm. So with the Constitution, um, what type of laws goes with inside the Constitution? Are those humanitarian rights, or are they rights of the land? Law of the land.
The law of the land, man, and the law of the land basically is righteous all the way. You know, all this discrimination. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit, man. All that's in our Constitution, bro. They know what they're doing, man.
Right. So that's where the lack of information come from. Not knowing the Constitution, not knowing your constitutional rights.
Man, even to a firearm, bro. All that shit, all that's in our Constitution, man. You know?
You have the right to bear arms. Ain't that it? Ain't that in the Constitution? That is part of the Constitution, ain't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
And you can order them books and you can get them right downtown at the newspaper stand, man.
so the right to bear arms. What type of individuals can't bear arms?
There is no what type. McDonald's versus Chicago. I want to say the other one is Daniels versus Chicago. Daniels versus Illinois. I want to think it is there. But yeah, bro. In reality, man, there is no such. You know, when
Hmm.
you yeah. Now, of course, I will say this. Am I am I a fan of somebody being crazy and mentally with a gun? Of course not. Who is? But at the same
Right,
time, our Constitution gives us the right to bear arms and protect ourselves. You know
right,
what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got the right to protect yourself from somebody like that.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. True story. True story.
So I look at it like that, man. Laws is here for a reason, man.
You also you do know you do know that laws were from the beginning slavery, the abolishment of slavery. That's where the laws really actually came. Uh, that's where they was created, so to speak, to protect themselves
No,
against
I'll be
us.
real, man. That's where that's more where state laws was created at.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah, that's more where state laws was created at. Laws of the land, man, is the laws of the original people of the land, man. You know that goes way back, man. You know that was created for my ancestors, man. You know
Mm-hmm.
that's part of us, bro. That's part of us.
Right. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. And those are the laws that you're saying that was part of us. Is the ones that they
You know
kept
they
from
made
us.
state laws. They made state laws just to overturn some of the Constitution. You know, but if you don't know this, then you'll never know. But at the end of the day, most of the Constitution is well put it not most rephrase that the Constitution will always you know what I'm saying overwhelm the law, the state laws. At the end of the day, the Constitution laws is the number one laws of the land.
Are there any constitutional laws that you can inform me of?
I made one right now that I'm pushing with this petition is our 14th Amendment. No, it's more. Don't get me wrong, but the main one that I'm pushing with this petition is our 14th Amendment, man. You know, we do not get treated equally at all, bro.
Hmm. And the 14th Amendment is the equal rights.
Yes, sir. And we do not get treated equally, bro. You know, the rights is for everybody, man. It's not a different color of race. You feel me? So, but when it comes to us black people, man, our rights are stripped, bro.
You know what? I can contest to that, man. I can agree with that. Because I'm gonna tell you a little story that happened to me. Um, I was sitting in front of my house, sitting in my truck. I had just came from Wingstop, give me some chicken. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting in my house, sitting in the driveway, you know, rolling me up one after I got through eating first. You know what I'm saying? Sitting back, listening to my music. You know what I mean? Roll me up one. Just blowing, chilling. And I seen a car go past. And as I seen the car go past, you know what I mean, it didn't dawn on me because he was going a little fast. But they drive fast a little bit, so I ain't paying no attention to it. You know what I'm saying? But then when he stopped and bagged up, you know what I mean, he bagged in the driveway next door to me. So I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this? So I'm thinking like, damn, okay, well he got to be over there with those people that's next door. You know what I mean? Cool. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? Because he never got out, never said, hey, man, what's up? Nothing. He never did nothing. So
Yeah,
me and my homeboy, you know what I mean, we sat there and said, he was like, damn, man, you see them? He said, well, okay, well, no, but we worry about it. But next thing you know, they get ready to leave, probably like maybe like 3 to 4 minutes as they sit there. So now he get ready to leave. As he get ready to leave, a police come down the street and kind of like block him in the driveway before they get out the driveway. So he bags up, the passenger gets out and runs. And as he, as the police get out, the other police behind him in the car run behind him. But the police told him, hey, no, stay with the driver. But he never stayed with the driver. He ran with him.
protocol.
So the driver's still sitting there. You know what I mean? As the driver's still sitting there, you know what I mean, he looks around, you know what I
So
mean?
they left
When he look,
so they left the driver alone there, so that nobody stayed there with the driver.
no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. So
Okay.
now the driver gets out. So as the driver gets out, right? He running, but when police chasing you, your adrenaline flowing. You know what I mean? So as he running, he runs straight to my truck like he's gonna get into my shit, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I like, hey man, hey, I ain't got nothing to do with this, man. You know what I mean? You can't get in my truck. You know what I mean? He was like, hey man, I give you a couple of dollars. Let's take. I said, no, you can't get in my truck, man. Just walk down this way. I'm gonna show you how you don't get on out the way. You know what I mean? So I walked him down the way to get him out the way. So I walked him to get out the way. I'm coming back to my hookup. As I'm coming back to my hookup, the police come back and now they see that the driver gone. She's like, fuck. So I'm still sitting in my truck. As I'm sitting in my truck, I'm still smoking. You know what I mean? So now they come over, probably like after a while, they come over to my truck. They're like, sir, if you're getting ready to leave, you can't leave in this truck. I said, what you mean I can't leave in this truck? I said, man, it's my truck and I'm at home. I said, you can't. They said, no, we looked at the camera and the guy that was driving this car, he got into your truck. What did he leave in there? I said, man, get the fuck out of here with that dumb ass shit, man. What the fuck he leaving my shit? I said, man, he ain't leaving no shit in my shit. Like I'm just gonna let somebody leave some shit in my shit and let them go. I said, man, you sound dumb as a motherfucker, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. So now he
So
like,
he
well,
ain't
sir, but
in your truck. He just come to your window though.
right. So now he like, well, you can't leave in this truck. I'm gonna stop you from leaving. I said, man, you ain't gonna stop me from doing shit. So now he trying to force my door open. As he trying to force my door open, I'm shutting my door like we, you know what I mean? You know, it's like a struggle. So I'm like, man, what the fuck
So
wrong
they
with
got
you?
family that.
So now, uh, 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 um, um, they saying that boy left some shit in my car into my truck, right? So now all not now boy asked for bag up. So like 15 police has come. So now the captain, the sergeant, and all of them come, right? So now he like, uh, um, you know, um, maybe search your car. I said, then nobody never asked me could they search my car. I said, you the first one. I said, I don't give a fuck if nobody searched my car, but you have to go and just tell me I can't leave nowhere, and just just stop me. So now, make a long story short, um, they got to search of my truck. But then they went into my coat and got my ID out. When they got my ID out, I said, hey, man, wait a minute, man. I said, y'all going too far, man. I said, y'all got to stop searching my car now. You know what I mean? I said, can y'all stop searching my car? So now they stopped searching my car. So now the dude with the
Yeah, but what
dog, he said, excuse me?
I said, my fault for cutting you off, but yeah, but what your ID got to do with him? You let him search your truck.
That's my point.
You
That's
can't
when I
hide your
told exactly. That's when I told them to stop searching my. That's when I told them to stop searching my truck. And it goes back to what you was talking about rights. So when I told them to stop searching my truck, so now here they go with the game plan. Now they talking about yeah, we're gonna do something. So now they said we're gonna take the dog out. The dog go around. They smell drugs in there. So now the dogs police smell drugs in my shit. So now they talking about they got the right to get in there. So I said, hey man, I said, listen. I said, ain't no dog smell, no fucking drugs in my shit, period. You know what I mean? So now that's where I filed a complaint against them because now I want the body cam of the guy with the dog because I want to know when and exactly when did that dog supposed to have hit to smell these drugs on my shit. Because now when everybody's around, he supposedly went all the way around the other side of the truck where nobody could see where the dog supposedly had hit on my shit where he's supposed to smell the drugs. So I want to find if that if that's in fact the time he supposedly smelled drugs in my shit, but fact because I know for a fact he didn't find no smell no drugs in my shit. So now I was like, well, where's the drugs is coming out? I mean, the drugs supposed to come out that they found in there. That they smell. So now he's like, no, he had a scent of drugs or narcotics. So that was just a way of them violating your rights to get into your vehicle to search your vehicle. You know what I mean? I'm on my private property. Whatever they had to do with next door, they had nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? So they violated my rights. You know what I mean? By legally detaining me
That's what they do,
illegally.
man. That's what they do, bro. I hate to say it, but they do it a lot, man. I've been through plenty of situations, man. Just recently here, November 16th, they had pulled me over, man. Tell you something, this is real funny, man. Got pulled over, man. They said my insurance wasn't good, which they wasn't. I realized my dad I forgot to pay it. But long story short, police officer actually searched my car. Do I mind if I get out the car? I tell him, no, you can't search my car or me. You know what I'm saying? I had a lady friend I just took to the store, asked me to take her to the store. So she in the car with me. I tell him, no, you can't search me, you know what I'm saying, or the car. You know what I'm saying? He just opened my door up.
Hmm.
I'm like, man, what did you do? He said, I need you to get out the car. I said, man, look, I told you can't search me or my car. You know what I'm saying? Then he said with authority and a lot of energy with his hand on his gun. I need you to get out the car. So immediately, of course, I'm a de-escalator to get out the car. Excuse me. As soon as I get out this car, fam, now I got my holster on my hip. Now in Michigan, y'all do know there is no law to stop you from carrying a holster on your hip. As long as you're over 18, you can put a holster on your hip and you do not have to have no gun in it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not breaking no law at all. You can rock a holster like some Nikes. Uh,
Right.
you feel me? So, long story short, he grabs my holster. Where's your gun? Where's your gun? I tell the officer with a calm voice. I said, man, I left my firearm at home. He said, I'm gonna ask you again. Where is your gun? He sees saying your gun, so he know the gun is in my name. He's not basically saying where is the gun. Okay, so I tell him again, sir, I left my gun at home. He immediately put me in handcuffs at this time. Brought me to the back of the car. They searched my vehicle. They bring a female out the car. It was a female. I got the dispatch call, fam. Michigan law, you're supposed to call for a female officer to come to the scene to search a female. They got 20 minutes basically to get there. If they can't make it there to 20 minutes, then all they gotta do is inform the male officer. The male officer got the permission to search the woman in with another male witness, and he can only search with the back of his hands.
Mm-hmm.
They searched her immediately. Didn't wait for no back female to come. Didn't call for no female.
Mm-hmm.
While they searching her, they asked her, "Where's his gun? Do you have his gun? Is his gun in your purse?" She's lost. I'm just picking her and take her to the stove. She's like, "What gun? Ain't no gun in my purse." They searching her purse now.
Wow.
Find no gun. Find no gun. Say it again. Find no gun, because I did specifically tell the officer the gun was at home. But I have a safe in the back of my car. How you legally supposed to transport your firearm? It's supposed to be in a safe, and you're supposed to have your ammo away from it when you ain't got a CCW, I mean CPL license. Supposed to have your ammo away from it, and your ammo in the glove department or your armrest, and your firearm locked up in the safe or in your trunk or something there in the back. So I tell the officer, I said, "Officer, do you see my safe right there?" I said, "If I was transporting my gun, I know how to transport it through Michigan laws. So why did you even
Right.
ask me to open my safe? Why haven't you even asked me to open my safe?
Right. 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 Right.
When me and you both know that's the legal way I'm supposed to transport it."
He
He
probably
still
didn't
didn't ask
know.
me to open. Oh, he knew. No, he knew. But he still didn't ask me though. Instead, you know what he did,
Right.
fam? They packed up like the jerk rolls and told me I don't get no tickets.
hmm What is it? I mean, for what? I mean, they pulled you over for no no insurance.
Yeah, but I ain't get no ticket.
Right. 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 And why
But
you think
see,
that?
and also, it's plenty of us get searched like that though. I got a female I helped out recently with her case here. You know what I'm saying? Advocating here. She had asked me to help her out. She was searched the same way. Um, I ain't gonna say this officer name, but I will say this: Harry Potter. He known to make some shit magically appear.
Right. 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 Right.
All I
Right.
can say.
Right. 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 So when you think that, um, if that's the case, for him to be asking you where's your gun, when you think that would be somewhere where you was kind of like profile.
I was all the way profiled. I was profiled, harassed. He put in his dispatch call. He tried to say the last minute that one of his officers seen me at the store, going in the store and coming out, and witnessed a holster on my hip. Not a firearm, a holster. That's why I said, and back to the laws. There is no law that state that I cannot put this holster on my hip. I can go in the police station with a holster on my hip as long as there's no firearm in it.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? So if I even if your friend, your officer, or whatever you want to call him, your buddy, even if he did see me with a holster on my hip, what law did I break?
right, right,
And then
right.
check this out, family. Then he tried to tell me that he was able to search me with the terror search. Now, what the terror search is, their life got to be in danger, or somebody got to make a call that you got a weapon on you or something like that. So there's no way your life in danger with this traffic stop. You just making up some laws again just to search me.
Hey, you know what, man? You just educated me, because that's the word they said when they said. Remember, I told you they used an excuse to search my car with that dog.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that word. I didn't know what that word meant. You just educated me. You know what I mean? On that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know what that word meant, so I couldn't touch it. You know what I mean? And, and,
I
and,
can look
and
it
that's
up, man.
and that's the word they
It get them a
use.
right. It get them a right to search. Don't get me wrong, but they gotta feel like their life in danger. You gotta be acting real weird. It gotta be something that's going on to make them. It's still the probable cause that come with that. You feel me? It's not like
hmm
that's just something they could grab out the air.
And the only thing they could have grabbed out of air with me with that whole situation was me just being, you know what I mean, non-compliant with them and they whole situation that had nothing to do with me.
And then
You
the
know what I
thing
mean?
is, fam, and this why it's so dangerous when it comes to this law, because a lot of these police, they that's why you got a lot of killings right now that have been happening, because a lot of them, they feel so they've been doing what they do so long. When you stand for yourself, a lot of people is scared to stand for themselves because your life is almost in danger.
Right, 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 right.
Just to say what you're doing is wrong. Because you got this person here with these laws that's able to do this with a firearm on their hip, and they got the right to kill you.
Yeah,
So who wouldn't
exactly.
be nervous?
And
So who wouldn't be nervous when somebody got the right to kill you and able to mistreat the laws like this?
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Us. It's kind of crazy that what I mean. Nowadays you feel safer around the quote unquote killers and drug dealers than you feel with the police. You know what I mean?
You know, I humbly ask the police officers. I would say this to any officer. I humbly say, do your job. Do your job to the point where you'll quit blue lining, and you'll take another officer down for not doing his job.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, this you protect the community out here. You doing senseless act to somebody's child, to somebody's father, to somebody's mother, somebody's sister. This ain't just it just ain't just a person in the street you doing this senseless act to. You taking somebody away from their home with this senseless act.
True story. True story. True story. Okay, now question to you. I got a question to you. um, we all know here in Kalamazoo we have a big problem with these youngsters. Shooting each other. And we losing a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
I say that to say this. There's a lot of organizations that's partnering with the police. And with that being said, me personally, what I mean, I don't think that's nothing that you need the police to um uh
The,
uh
not to cut your wisdom, G. Not to cut your wisdom, but the only organization we need to do that is our real OGs.
no doubt, no doubt. I was getting at that. That's
We
exactly what
need
I
our
was
real
getting at.
OGs to step up, bro.
That's exactly what I was getting at. That's exactly what I was getting
Yeah.
at.
Let me tell you
Because
why I say that.
mhm,
I say that because if we leave it to the police, bro, they some might take care of their job, and some might not. But at the end of the day, they're gonna go to jail,
man, you
no
picking up
matter if
what I'm
they're
putting
doing their
down.
job or not. If they're out there killing somebody, they shoot somebody, they're gonna go to jail. So we're gonna lose them. We're gonna
You
lose
picking
more
up what
than
I'm
just
putting
the person
down.
that got shot. If they get killed. You feel me?
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no
So
doubt.
that's
You
why
picking up.
it's gonna take us OGs. If it's OGs get on our kids right and get on these young folks right, bro, you know, we can save someone from going to jail, man.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no
We
doubt.
can save
And
someone from getting shot, man.
I'm glad you said that, family, because that's exactly what I was getting at. You know what I mean? When I was saying that they partnering, with the police. So I was gonna sit there and say, man, we're gonna lose them. You know what I mean? And either they're gonna get killed or they're gonna go to jail or they're gonna have cases. You know what I mean? It's gonna stagnate them. You know what I mean? From prospering in life in any way. But if us as OGs can bring them to the side because we out here with them, you know what I mean? We're around them. We know them. You know what I mean? It's our homeboys' kids, our homeboys' little
Yeah,
nephews,
yeah,
they
real talk.
cousins. You know what I mean? And they respect us. So it's easy for us to pull
Yeah,
them to the side. Hey, man, come here. Let me talk to you, young dog. You know what I'm saying? Like the OGs
yeah,
did us. You know what I mean?
yes,
Because
sir.
that's why we here right now. Because the life that we live, you know what I mean? Remember they were saying, you know what I mean? Shit, we weren't supposed to live the past 21 at our age. You know what I'm saying?
See,
Them
you
was
got
the
you gotta
words.
understand. Not to cut you off, you gotta understand. Most of these young folks doing what they do because they live in our history. They live
No
in what a
doubt,
lot
no
of us
doubt,
OGs used to do.
no
They're
doubt,
doing what
no
a lot of
doubt.
us OGs used to do before a lot of us OGs grew with our knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? We senselessly didn't even pay attention to what we was doing in front of some of these kids, some of these young ones. So
I agree.
we influence a lot of them. You feel
I
me?
agree.
So, but once you got to understand that, man, you can't keep on just bumping your head against the wall, man, and keep influencing these young folks to kill themselves, man. You gotta guide them the right way, bro. You can't be an OG and say, okay, now I know better, and I'm sitting my ass down. But then you looking at this young man that you know that ran up behind you for so long, looking up to you in your ways, but you ain't gonna mold him to sit down, man. Come on, bro.
That's right.
Come
That's
on,
right.
and that's what we got. That's what we got to get on, man. We gotta pass. We gotta each one teach one, man. We gotta mold our young ones and give them the real nature and the real morals and everything that we was given as young. You know, man, I remember being 15, 16, 17, man, drinking good. You hear me? Smoking good already. Being broke already. But guess what? Miss Thompson come around, I'm hiding this bottle because she
No
gonna tell
doubt. No
mama.
doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. We have respect for elders.
That's what I'm pointing out. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, our elders kick it with our young folks too much.
Yes, sir. Man, come on now. Come on now. And that's why they can't respect
Yeah,
them.
man, how you gonna respect somebody out here kicking it with you?
Come on now. Come on now. We couldn't kick
Turning
it
up
with
with
them. Yeah, we couldn't kick it with the elders. You know what I'm saying?
you. I
Man,
had to go upstairs.
come on now. Out the way. And look, and
Yeah.
don't be coming down. If the bathroom down here, then you better not be coming down here more than once to use that damn bathroom. You know what I'm talking about?
And that's what we gotta get back to, man.
Real talk, real talk, real
That's what we
talk,
gotta get back to, bro.
real talk, real talk, real talk. It's that village. You know what I
Until we
mean? We
get
know,
there, you go. We losing our village. We lost the
man.
village,
Come
and we
on,
now we starting to lose our community.
real talk, real talk, real talk, real talk. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And this our community, man. You know, the north side been mainly black owned since the '60s, man, late '50s.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Really, the '60s, coming into the '60s, the north side started getting bought up by black people, man. So you know this we got elders around here, man, with good stories. If the young folks take time and listen and really hear the history of the north side, man, this used to be a beautiful space to live, man. For what I hear from a lot of elders, man, until the real drugs came in and took over with the rock cocaine and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? The north side
Right,
was
right,
was
right,
humble.
right,
It was
right, right,
growing,
right.
man. It was prospering. You know,
Hmm. 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 And it
we need
seems
to.
like it's back on the rise now. As
And
far
this
as
is really my Dr. Catcher wisdom is on the rise because it's the only untouched land, man. You got ain't nobody. You know, they've been building everywhere. They done touched everywhere in Kalamazoo. The north side is the
I
only place
agree.
they ain't really touched, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. And like you said, it's been the richest part of Kalamazoo. So so to speak. It's been the richest
In
part of
plenty of ways.
Kalamazoo, so to speak. Yeah, real talk, real talk, real talk.
Sir.
Um, just like you got history on the north side. You know, what I mean, just like quote unquote, it's crazy that they pinpoint the remember it got nationally acclaimed information, the Harrison, I mean the guitar shop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where is that at? You know what I mean?
Right there
They
on
claim
what's that?
on picture, I believe. But remember, they
Yeah,
was
no,
claiming that
yeah.
that remember they were saying that was the first, that was the first quote unquote good tire shop. You know what I mean? That's where they started it at. That's where they started all this.
Yeah,
Started at. You know what I mean? The history
yeah.
of that, but they never gave the history to Kalamazoo North Side. You know what I mean? They never spoke about the history of the Kalamazoo North Side. That goes along with that. You know what I mean? They just made that invisible where it was at. You know what I mean? They may have said Kalamazoo. You know what I mean? But where it was at, monumentally, you know what I mean? It's the story. You know what I mean? The community. You know what I mean? The community
Yeah,
where it was at. What?
if I'm correct, Miss Polar Bear people was the I want to say the first black owners over here on the north side uh um with a grocery store right here on Birdie. I think that was Miss Polar Bear people. I think it was, if I'm correct.
Oh, at the end of Burdick, at the end of
Yeah,
Burdick.
down there by Power. Yeah, I just shared it the other day. Yeah, Willie. I keep losing his last name. Yep. But yeah, the north side, man, been full of money over here for a long time, bro. You know,
Mm-hmm,
my
mm-hmm.
dad was telling me stories. You know, Mr. James over here on Florence was telling me stories. You know what I'm saying? So Alan, I was talking to old man Alan over here. He tell me, you know, I like talking to the OGs around here. You know what I'm saying? My OGs, you know, most of
No
them in their
doubt, no
60s
doubt,
and
no doubt,
in the
no doubt,
80s,
no doubt,
between 60 and 80 right now. So you know what I'm saying?
no
So
doubt, no
I
doubt.
like hearing their stories, man.
I mean, because that's his story. You know what I mean? We need his story. You know what I mean? We don't need his story because his story is a lie. We need his story. You know what I mean? Because they here. You know?
Yeah. You know, like
Yeah.
it tripped me out when I found out that right there on Florence and Westers, where them apartments at, that used to be a elementary.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah, that was an elementary, man.
Wow. Wow. You
Used to be a
never
school
know.
right there.
I mean, you know, hey, that's you know what I mean, that's history. That's Kalamazoo history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, real talk. And shit, I'm born and raised, man. I come from break dancing all the way up in this joint. You feel me?
No doubt, no
Going
doubt, no
downtown,
doubt.
me and Archie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Arch over there, Big Scott. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, right, right,
Break dancing
right.
downtown. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, walking around with the cardboard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, sir. Hey, 8 years old, Jake Wade City too. The
Come
Smurfs.
on now, come on now. Aru, Tori and Aru.
Man, come on, man. Hey, my nigga, hey, the Smurfs, baby.
Right, right, right,
Hey,
right,
I was
right.
right with the crew. I was right with the crew. You feel me? Kazoo Productions.
See now,
Yes,
look, that's
sir.
what I'm talking about. That's history. You know what I mean? We need to start getting more into history and giving these cats a little taste of history. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back when the Douglas used to be the Douglas, man.
Right, 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 right,
The
right.
Chrome was the real the Chrome, you know, when people used to really enjoy the game.
Come on now, come on now. You barely see people there too much now. You know what I'm saying?
And you barely see anybody there, man. Back in our days, bro, you couldn't walk past the park without stopping and hoop.
I promise you. I promise you. True story, my boy. True story. True story.
Man,
Or
you couldn't
somebody
do it,
being
man.
there hooping.
Yeah, you gotta think, but you know, when we got all this new intelligence around here, hey, it got rid of the outside. Outside ain't
Oh
nothing
yeah.
but violence now. It seems like, man.
I
That's the only
promise
reason
you.
why
True
people come
story.
outside now.
Yep. Because something
Yeah, they
gonna
forgot to
happen.
come outside.
Huh?
I said, yeah, they forgot about coming outside and have fun, man. They get on them phones and that Facebook and they develop the Facebook beef and then they outside to take care of it.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree.
Peace to the guys, man. It's gonna be a better way though.
And you know, the better way is just education. And you know what I mean? That's the way. You know what I mean? You know, just informing. You know what I mean?
Knowledge is
Informing.
power for real, bro.
Real
Yes,
talk.
sir.
Real talk. See, because you know, goes back to like what you were saying. You know that you know the way that they use that excuse they use to you know what I mean to get into my car. If I knew
Yeah,
that if I knew that meaning of that, I could have argued that point. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But with me not
yeah.
knowing, I couldn't argue that point. So I had to let them do what they was doing.
Yes, sir.
You know, you know what I mean? That's a classic case of that right there. You know, informing, you know, what we need to do to inform the streets. You know what I mean? Because I was totally in the blind about that. You know what I mean? I didn't know what the fuck he meant, what he was saying, you know what I mean? It went straight over my head.
You know, you could jump right online, man, and you could order the police manual, fourth edition. And in that police manual, fourth edition, it'll break down everything the officers got the right to do when they pull you over. It break down a lot more than that, bro. Everybody
It,
need one for their home.
It's called what now?
There's a police manual, fourth edition.
Police Manual Fourth Edition.
Yes, sir. It's basic rules and regulations.
Okay.
Every
So that
organization
goes.
got them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that myself. I'm gonna have to get that myself.
Yes, sir. They worth getting, brother.
Yeah, man. So how's we gonna go about getting the rest of these maybe like 200 signatures, man? You know what I mean? I wanna be part of, you know what I mean, the campaign.
Um, I was putting it on Facebook there, but for some reason, I guess somebody reported me. I don't know what's going on, but you know how that go. For some reason, it got froze there, so I can only send it to you through Messenger. So if anybody do want to sign it, all you gotta do is inbox me, and I'll send it straight to you because I can't just. Well, it's still on my front page. Don't get me wrong, so you can get to it. I just can't post it no more.
Right,
Besides that, I'm gonna be moving around on feet, man. I'm gonna be getting out here tomorrow, walking around. I'll be at most of these stores right here in the neighborhood, on the north side as well as the south side and east, because I'm moving around. You know, it's not just a one side of town thing right here. This is happening everywhere. So, and I'm a K-Zoo pedestrian. I ain't locked in on one side of town. So I'm
no doubt,
everywhere. You know, you might
no doubt.
south today, you might spot me on the west tomorrow. I'm gonna be walking around with petitions. I got a few other people walking around with some petitions. So yeah, you know, you'll catch us moving around. And besides that, you can hit me on inbox me anytime. And if you do not sign this petition, that's cool with me. I will tell you this: just educate yourself. That's all I
Right,
ask from you.
right, right,
Educate yourself.
right,
You know, it's not even about the petition at the end of the day. Like I said, that is true. That is there to help us. I am doing it for a reason, so it is about it. So I'm not. I don't want to take the focus away from that. But I'm a man before I'm anything. I'm a
already,
God. I'm a
already,
king.
already,
I'm gonna tell the
already.
community what they need to hear, man. Hey, it's about educating yourself, bro. It's about picking up these books. Even if you don't know, you can find out. That's how I've been. Hey, Hey, it been shit. I've been running across left and right, man. I had no idea what's going on, but that ain't stopped
Right,
me from
right,
figuring it out.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Always got to be in the
We got
search of knowledge.
yeah, we got that temple for a reason, man. This your temple right
Right.
here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your church is you. You ain't got to go to church every
No doubt,
Sunday to
no
be with
doubt,
them, to be connected to the Most High. All you gotta do
no
is live
doubt, no
righteous,
doubt,
man.
no
You know,
doubt,
you
no
live
doubt.
righteous, do what you're supposed to do by people, man. You're gonna get your blessings, man. And that come with educating
Already.
yourself. Knowledge bring a peaceful life. Knowledge bring an easy life. Knowledge bring a life without that. You know what I'm saying? Worrying about where your money coming from. Man, knowledge do a lot for you, man. So I tell
Mhm.
anybody, pick up a book.
Knowledge is
Grow.
king.
Grow for develop and prosper yourself.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. With that being said, man, we're gonna go ahead and end this segment, man, and we're gonna be probably tuning in tomorrow around this time, and we're gonna hit another subject, and to the point where we gotta educate. Every single day we're gonna hit them with something with it, educating. You know, what I mean, I got this law book that I'm gonna bring for beyond us as far as communication, as far as teaching and understanding law. You know what I mean? It goes back to what you were saying earlier. You don't have to go to school to know your law. Pretty much, you know what I mean. All you gotta do is understand and read that book.
Hey.
You know,
And I tell everybody this too, man. I'm gonna see if I can pick it up. Give me a minute, man. It's a big boy. Get this phone right. Y'all see this right here? Together, the big book right here. It's a
what is
dictionary. I
that?
don't know if y'all can see it. It's a dictionary. It's called Bridge Dictionary. It's not a Webster dictionary. It's a bridge dictionary. Look how thick that is. I gotta figure out the rotation of this camera because it's different now. Look how thick that
Oh
book is.
man, yeah, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Man, come on now.
That, that's a dictionary, fam.
Come on now. There's a lot of
That's
knowledge
a
in there.
dictionary.
That's a
But see, that's the thing.
dictionary.
That's what I'm trying. That's it's called a bridge dictionary. Bridge, like you're crossing a bridge. You know, excuse me. You know, you got your regular dictionary, which only explains a certain amount of words. But in this dictionary right here, it explains the whole tangible and intangible definition of each word. So before we
Mm-hmm.
get off this system, I want to let everybody know before we get off this post, get you one of these books, man, because it's good to know the intangible and the tangible definition of a word. And if y'all don't know what that is, the intangible is more your thoughts, your visions, and your mind. And then you know what I'm saying the tangible is more you can touch. So you got tangible and intangible. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Most for instance, use a word like fall. You know, everybody know you fall is uh for instance a season. We know you could trip and fall over something. But if I say it in a way like, man, I was thinking so hard, man, I just fell out of thought. You know, I fall out of thought, man. Now I'm making you use it in an intangible way where you can see my mind is I'm losing myself. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
it's just
right.
good to know the tangible definition and the tangible definition of each word because they all got them. And then when you get in the law, you deal with a lot of intangible words that ain't got a tangible definition. And then us as humans, we ain't dealt with a lot of intangible words because we do with more touching and feeling and what we can see in real life. So we automatically get lost and blind when it comes to them type of words. That's why we be needing lawyers. So it's good to educate yourself, brother.
So in other words, what you're saying is, with those, with those words, I mean, they can play a trick on you by using words that you every day use, but put it in the meaning differently when they put that into that sentence.
When we went to school, everybody know they taught us how to spell.
Right,
So now let's think about the definition of that word. You know, we always know automatically you're thinking about spelling the word, but also these words can cast a spell.
right, right, right. No doubt, no doubt.
So if you don't know the definition of these words that somebody using to you and understand the format of it being the way it's used to you, you can be led on astray and be caught up in a spell. That's how you got pimps and hoes.
Hmm. Because it's mind control.
I just had to be bluntly and say it. Peace to the God.
Peace to the God. you
Yes,
know,
sir. So respect, fam. I appreciate you bringing me over here, man. Much respect.
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Like I said, man, we're gonna get back on this thing tomorrow, man. We're gonna have another episode of Loyalty Above the Trail, you know what I mean, with Teflon and Junior Gatlin, you know what I'm saying? It's, we got a lot of information that, what I mean, we want to share with you people. And it's all about, understanding and learning and, you know, should I say, uh, pushing information to one another to strengthen our mind.
Yes, sir.
So
Educate yourself as you go. You ain't gotta know it all today. That don't mean you
no
won't.
doubt, no
That don't
doubt.
mean you can tomorrow.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. You know what I mean? If I can't tell you, if I can't give you the answer today, just wait a minute. I'll be back tomorrow. You know what I mean? I educate you a little more, or I find the right answer.
You
So
feel me? Hey,
yeah,
it's
man.
out there. All we gotta do is hunt it down.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. You stay on the right track, man, and you keep doing what you're doing, man. And you got my support 100%, man. I see you tomorrow, man. And I'm gonna get with you. You know what I mean? After this whole segment.
Man, respect, God.
No doubt, no doubt. Loyalty above betrayal. Paid the Cost podcast.
Yes, sir.